Sawadee everyone, and mabuhay! Welcome back to my channel, Sides of Sai. For today's video, we're going to talk about Samantha Bernardo's arrival here in Bangkok, Thailand. She's the Philippine representative for Miss Grand International Pageant 2020. Did she copy Catriona Gray? Or was she overdressed at the airport? This is something that we need to talk about today. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm based here in Bangkok, and in this channel you'll see beautiful sights within the kingdom, but I'm a pageant fan, so you will see pageant talks like this. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing and don't forget to hit that like button down there. Thailand, everyone, and of course, Miss Thailand representative is already here in Thailand, right? But for foreign candidates, Samantha is candidate number one. She definitely draw a lot of attention. In fact, the Miss Grand team had to even do a media coverage when she arrived at the Suvarnabhumi airport. Now, what did she wear upon the arrival? So she's wearing Chut Thai. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it literally means traditional Thai outfit. Here in Thailand, this kind of dress will usually be worn during special ceremonies and occasions, for example, wedding, just like in the Philippines, right? So we wear barong Tagalog sometimes. And they also have a very popular TV show. It's called Love Destiny. And by just looking at Samantha on her outfit, I can really remember Bella. She's really a popular actress here in Thailand, and everyone's wearing kind of Chut Thai. So did she copy Catriona Gray on the arrival? Because I have been reading a lot of comments on Instagram and Facebook. To me, it's not really copying, but I see it some kind of inspiration. So Samantha's team must have seen that inspiration on Catriona's arrival way back in 2018 in Miss Universe. And I don't see any issues with that. In fact, Samantha is looking so gorgeous on her outfit. Let's talk about the pros and cons of wearing the host country's traditional outfit upon the arrival. So the pros, of course, is gonna be that the fans will really appreciate it, the fact that you're really embracing that culture and you are showing some excitement to be in that specific country. You're really well prepared and your outfit is really well thought of. And you can really see that candidate's confidence in that outfit. You know, just mainly looking at them upon their arrival, they look so confident, gorgeous. This is something that the locals will really appreciate because you're not from their country, but you're really trying your best to be in that culture. Now let's talk about the cons. Well, the only cons that I can think of is really the bashers, because they always think about that candidate being overly confident and that you're also taking advantage of the culture and stealing the attention. But for me, I don't mind at all, because seeing a foreigner wearing my traditional outfit, it's kind of cool to look at. And did you remember the arrival of Miss Universe Thailand representative Chalita Swansane in 2016? She was wearing that modern barong something, which looks great on her, right? And I guess Filipinos really love her for that. Look at this gorgeous picture of Chalita. And by the way, I've also met her here in Bangkok. She's gorgeous on this picture. Now let's go to the next point. Was she overdressed? I was really thinking about that one as well, because here in Thailand, when you arrive at Suvarnabhumi International Airport, the first people that you'll see when you step out of the airplane are the personal staff or the staff that are wearing PPEs because of the pandemic, right? And I was kind of worried if there will be any fans that will greet her or meet her at the airport, because if you can remember the arrival of Catriona Gray way back in 2018, it was kind of crazy because a lot of people were there at the airport knowing that Catriona will arrive at Suvarnabhumi airport. During this time, it was a good thing that the MGI team found a way to have a media coverage for Samantha. And at the time of the pandemic, we have social media. So I kind of thought, no, she was not overdressed, because there's a media coverage and people all around the world will still be able to see how great Samantha during the arrival. And it was a good presentation, although the MGA team wasn't really able to talk to her because of course they have to follow some protocols at the airport and all that. But it was still great. It was not an overdress to me. Now, my final judgment of Samantha's arrival dress is that it was a perfect choice. She's looking very clean, she's very neat, and she's full of Thainess. On a side note, what is Thainess really means? Here in Thailand, it's a concept of showing a certain characteristics of being a Thai. Customs, traditions, and the culture itself. Remember when Amanda Abdam answered about the word Thainess during the Miss Universe Thailand? There are so many bashing going on online, and I just want to let you know, guys, that the word Thainess is a valid word here in Thailand. I just thought that these people who are bashing Amanda of that word maybe just didn't do the research, or maybe they just haven't been to Thailand at all. We have our own words that are valid in our own country. For example, in the Philippines, oh my gosh, I can name a few words. Sana all, Lodi, what else? Those kind of expressions that I don't even know about now. So think before you click, according to Pia, or research before you bash. Now, going back to Samantha, overall, I love her presentation. I love her outfit on her arrival. And for the bashers, they may not love it, but who cares, right? The real Filipino pageant fans will be supporting their queens all the way. I know for sure that many Thais love the outfit. Who knows, right? Maybe some of the other candidates from other countries will follow what Samantha did for wearing that Chut Thai, right? So let's wait for the upcoming arrivals of other candidates from different countries. Samantha arrived here in Bangkok, Thailand by the Philippine Airlines. Actually, her flight got delayed for over an hour, but it was totally fine. I also kind of thought maybe she arrived really early for the pageant, but I think because of the scarcity of the flights, it's probably the best flight schedule that she can take. And I'm really glad that the MGA team was able to do some coverage for her. I was really hoping that, you know, there will be some beso or some kind of interview, but it was all good. I think from the time that she handed over her documents at the Suvarnabhumi airport, she had to be fetched by the quarantine hotel, and she had to go directly from the airport going to the hotel. Let's talk about the quarantine process that Sam will be experiencing in the next 2 weeks. So this quarantine is actually a government mandate for anyone that will be coming here in Bangkok, Thailand. So you will be required to isolate yourself for 2 weeks in a accredited hotel. So Samantha will be getting food at the hotel for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, swab test, which I haven't experienced yet. By the time that Samantha will be tested negative for the second swab test, there are some hotels that will allow people to go to the gym or maybe common areas for a limited period of time. And earlier today, I have seen Samantha's video that she had a really great Japanese food for lunch. So overall, I think she's happy with the hotel. And for some of you who are wondering, how will she be able to prepare if she will be in quarantine? So I think there will be some online training. She will probably do her exercise on her room. And knowing Samantha, I think she's a fighter, so she'll definitely find a way. And I have some very exciting news for you guys. Remember that in my last content, I was really hoping to be able to secure a ticket for the Miss Grand International on March 27th. And guess what? I have finally secured 2 tickets for me and my friend. So it's really confirmed that we will be watching there on the pageant. Can't wait to see Samantha and all of the other beautiful girls. We will bring our 2 tiny little Philippine flag, which we brought during the Miss Universe 2018 pageant. Who knows? It's gonna be our lucky charm, right? I don't know if there will be other Filipinos that will be coming over to Thailand, so hopefully I'll be able to see you guys there soon. But nevertheless, for sure, guys, that there will be 2 loudest Filipinos in that crowd. And guess what? They have only secured 300 seats on that pageant, so it's such a small crowd. Last night I had to fill out some paperwork, my just personal information to be sent over to the MGI because they're tracking everyone that will be there on that pageant. So all good for me, all set. I just can't wait to be there. I will definitely be the loudest in that crowd shouting for Samantha Bernardo, Samantha Bernardo, Philippines, right? So exciting. That is it, everyone. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you had fun. While the girls will be on a quarantine, let's just wait and see their online activities, and for sure that the MGI organization will be posting a lot of photos and videos of the candidates, so stay tuned. Once again, thank you, and if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing and don't forget to hit that like button down there. Khop kun kap, sawadee kap, and mabuhay!